Hi everyone, I'm Holly and I'm the maker here at Missouri River Soap. In this video today I'm making our Grapefruit Twist Soap. This is a new grapefruit fragrance and it's oh so good. It is a mix of grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, mandarin and bergamot with just a side note of rose and jasmine. It's very nice. It's not going to be a nose tingling grapefruit, but it is definitely grapefruit. It is well-rounded and I think it is a beautiful, beautiful scent. I had a lot of fun making this soap. I think the colors are amazing and just spectacular. It worked out how I wanted it to. I have a bar. The soap is cured and currently on our website. At the time that I'm filming this intro, you can find it at moriversoap.com. All right, let's get started. Let's make this soap. Okay, so I always start by adding in my creamy coconut milk. And I just put that right into the oils, but this is part of my water portion. So the water that I use to mix with my lye, I take some of that water away from my calculations so that I can accommodate the extra moisture in the coconut milk. So we're going to go ahead and get this blended in. And now for the lye solution. And I soap at room temperature. So today that's about 65 degrees, though my solution here is just a hint warmer than normal. What I do is I just put my hand on it, and if there's heat, then it's warmer than I normally soap. If there's no heat, then it's the temperature I normally soap at. Alright, so I'm just going to emulsify this. Get my spatula involved here. I just want to bring it to a point where it is combined and it's not going to break apart, but I still have time to work with it otherwise. I believe it's going to be around 2 liters. So I'm going to pour to pretty much 2 liters and then we'll see. It's very close. So this is pretty much a 5.5 liter batch. And I was thinking I went to 6, but that's good to know. So I think I'm just going to leave that. I was already thinking a little bit on the lines of having the pink be a little bit less. So these are the colors that I have today. This is rose pink from Nurture. And I actually had it in a different spot stored in here and I completely forgot that I had it. So, yay. And I just thought a bright pink would be fun. This is an accent color. Of course, I'm not trying to exactly mimic the look of a grapefruit. This one is a mixture of rose pink and yellow vibrant and a little electric orange. And this is the same blend, just only in different quantities. So it's definitely more of a orangey color. Which I always think of grapefruit as being pink, but it's really kind of yellowy orange on the outside and kind of a pinky orange on the inside. That's beautiful. That is also a little bit more intense color, but very inside of a pink grapefruit. And then this one's just the fun color. This one's just bright pink because we can. And why not? I have my fragrance oil split up into 3 equal parts. So what I'm going to do is, when I get to this last one here, I'm not going to put it all in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some hopefully fairly fine swirls and just let it really mix up. No rhyme or reason to the color that I do first or next or last. I really want it to swirl together. I've made a soap like this before, and it may have actually been a grapefruit. I don't remember. I just do all sorts of similar things. Just how my brain thinks, I guess. So I get a style in my mind, and that's just what I want to go with. The rose pink has some of that Florologopite. I can't ever pronounce it right, I'm sure. But it is so good. I guess I have a soaping friend. She's like, why don't you ever like twirl around? Why do you always just go back and forth? I'm like, well, that's actually a good idea. I do tend to like to go back and forth because sometimes when you twirl too much, if it gets to be a thick pour, then it can, when you're cutting the bars like this, if you have a swirl that comes this way, you cut right through it instead of it being super. Let's see what, I do believe I can go ahead and do this. But you know what? We're just going to do this, whoa, all different. I'm trying to just like swirl now in circles. It's not, even though I feel like my brain is moving it in circles, I don't feel like it's coming out in circles. Ha, that is so pretty though. Alright. It is starting to thicken up a little bit, so I think that while this is quite fun, I think I should just try to focus here and get it in the mold before it's not that much fun anymore. I feel like as I swirl that I do start pushing more soap down in there. But okay, we're just gonna do whatever. Maybe we'll swirl like this. We're just doing whatever. Just trying to get a very swirly twirly soap. This is turning out very, very beautiful. Okay, so here we have this grapefruit soap. I think it turned out awesome and fun. Look at it, it's so cool. All right, I will let this set for a couple of days before I come back to unmold and cut, and I will see you here in just a moment for you. Okay, so this grapefruit soap turned out so cool. Here's the top. Inside, oh my goodness. It turned out so neat. I love this one. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can't wait to see what these bars look like. Hopefully they look just as cool. So good. Oh, that is neat. Look at that. That looks great. When I unmolded this one, it was like, whoa, hello grapefruit. It smells really good. We have a bar. Now the ends were quite a bit brighter. Sometimes the ends can be just different, like that's just how the whole process is reacting. Sometimes the whole rest of the batch will turn that way. So do you see? Okay, they're a little sticky. This is a little bit of a stickier batch, but it'll be cool with its cure. So you can see it's not quite as bright. So we'll just have to see what it does. If it ends up going more this color, I don't think so. I just don't think so. It's just a very bright color, but sometimes the edges are just different. So like I just cut this pink berry soap, and you can see what a pretty color it is inside. These are just like the sample pieces that I cut, but you can see how the ends are kind of like orangey, but the actual color is just going to be this pinky color. I am so excited for this summery fruity type release. Oh, they just turned out so good. All of these soaps really came together for me, and I'm just pleased as could be. My curing racks are full. Soaps are looking awesome and beautiful. I'm very happy with them. Oh wow, that's neato. So cool. Oh my goodness. I just love a grapefruit too in real life. So good. I've probably told the story 100 times, and I sure as heck hope I haven't told it in the making, but when we would go back to the ranch in Wyoming, my grandparents had a very small kitchen. We had this one little corner with like a little extendy counter space that would come out. And my job in the mornings for breakfast, my job when I was there was to cut the grapefruit in half and put them in a bowl. And then I put a little maraschino cherry on the top. And I'm pretty sure my grandparents were watching their heart health. And so they always started a breakfast with a pink grapefruit or grapefruit. And then had that little maraschino cherry. I don't know if my grandma ate that cherry because she was diabetic. And so now when I think back on that, I'm thinking, I bet she didn't even eat it. I bet not. I'm not even sure she ate the grapefruit, to tell you the truth. Maybe it was just my grandpa. But anyway, we all had grapefruit. And that is one of my greatest memories of going home to the ranch when I was just a kid. So good. So here we have this pink grapefruit. I don't know if I'm going to call it pink grapefruit. It was just supposed to be a grapefruit. Anywho's it. This grapefruit soap. Oh, it turned out just spectacular. Be sure to check out the video description for more information and all the places that you can find me. And I'll talk with you later. Bye.